And all right. Hey, welcome to Skeptic Alert.
Yo.
Okay, so what do you think about SJWs?
I think they're cancerous.
Yep. Me too.
Anything specific?
I watched your video when you were talking about colleges, college students, SJWs. I found it very entertaining.
Yeah.
And I agreed.
Thank you. Thanks.
What's your favorite booze to drink?
Probably Fireball whiskey.
Yeah.
I need to get some of that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like Fireball.
I'm really like a pussy when it comes to alcohol. It's really bad. I just hate the taste so much. Like more than most people.
Then Fireball is a good choice.
Yeah, because that's the only one that's like doesn't taste completely like jet fuel.
Yeah. See, I'm one of those rare people that I actually really like the taste of whiskey. And people always think it's strange that they're like, you just drink that? And I'm like, yeah.
That's crazy.
I like it.
I wish I could do that.
It takes years of
traumatizing. So you weren't like that at first?
I wasn't. No. The first time I took a shot of whiskey, it was bad. I thought it was going to be like super good and like adults drink it, you know, and I'm like, this is going to be really good. And I'm like,
yeah. The first time I tasted alcohol, like liquor, I didn't think it would be as bad as it was. Like I thought it was going to be disgusting, but it's really bad.
Yeah.
I'm so lame.
It's okay. Everybody's like
me though. Yeah, I guess you just have to acquire the taste for it. That's what I've been told.
Practice makes perfect.
Yep. And hold your breath.
Yeah. I also didn't like beer though when I first drank beer.
Yeah, I don't like beer either, but at least it's not as bad as like liquor.
Yeah. God, what was I gonna say? Do you like to get drunk alone too?
No. I don't even drink all that much.
Yeah.
If I say what I do more, this might get like taken off YouTube, but
I did that. I got really, really drunk and got interviewed by somebody. And it didn't get taken off, but I wish it would have because it was really embarrassing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, I have a drunk stream that's unlisted right now on my channel. And that night, like after the stream, I just spent the next 10 hours puking and dry heaving. That's the problem. I can never like get the perfect balance of where I'm feeling good, but I don't throw up. Like I either feel nothing or I throw up all night.
Yeah.
It's horrible. But that stream was just awful. Like Angry MGTOW was there and it's just horrible. I just kept repeating that I'm drunk.
Yeah, I kind of had that problem where I kept repeating myself, just period. I just kept saying the same shit over and over again. I didn't even realize it until I watched it, and then I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it all takes practice. Like I can drink, I can drink a lot, and I don't feel shitty the next day. I think they call that alcoholism.
It's not really the next day that bothers me. It's just when I'm throwing up. Like I don't get hungover. I just once the throwing up is done, I'm good. But
do they smoke a lot of pot over there in Pennsylvania?
That's what I was gonna say. This might get taken off, or I might get arrested or something if I admit openly to the world about drugs. But I think it's going to be. It's like past that it's medically legal here, but it still hasn't gone into effect yet, which is sad. And I embarrassed myself by like asking my doctor about it because I thought it was already in effect, but apparently it isn't yet.
That
But
sucks.
yeah, a lot of people in college obviously smoke, and I honestly prefer it to alcohol. They're very different feelings, but it's just enjoyable, like smoking instead of the horrible taste. And it always alcohol hurts my stomach, but
Yeah, it's also safer.
yeah, definitely. You can't overdose on it.
I would definitely say that it's better.
I
Yeah,
just wish it would be legalized everywhere.
yeah,
It's ridiculous that I feel like the government telling you like what you can't put in your body in general is fucked up. But
especially
the
when
fact that you
like
could get arrested for weed whenever there's like murderers and stealers out there. But
yeah, it's fucked up.
yeah,
Especially when I can sit here and drink booze, which is
yeah, exactly. And
bad.
tobacco.
Yeah, which I also do. I smoke a cigarette and drink, and that's okay. It's okay to kill myself that way, but pot. It's weird how that happened.
It really
It's
is.
also it's weird because in Washington it's legal, and so it's weird
I'm
when you.
so jealous. I have a friend that lives in Washington and he's a big stoner and he just tells me all the time, like, shows us his like legal little packages of different strains. Like that must be so nice. Like here you have to get a shady drug dealer and I don't know if I can even trust them and I hate it.
Yeah, I remember that back in
Yeah.
the Stone Age. I was hearing somewhere that it's not going to be too long until it's legal on the East Coast.
Really?
Yeah,
I heard
supposedly.
that like Vermont just recreationally did, but the thing that sucks is that it still takes years to actually get it in effect, you know?
Yeah, that is what sucks. Yeah, I
Well,
heard that.
hopefully,
Go ahead.
no, just hopefully they legalize it soon.
Yeah, I know that they want to because of the money. You know, that's kind of what happened. I heard on the West Coast was was Washington the first? Yeah, Washington was the first, and then Oregon, and then it just the
Really, was
states see how much.
Washington first?
I think
I
so. At
always
least,
hear of Colorado as being like the number one weed state, but
yeah, I think Colorado was first. Colorado came first, but then on the coast it was Washington, then Oregon. Is it legal in California? I don't know.
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Like I
Or
knew it
like,
was medically for a long time, but like you could get it for stubbing your toe. Like
yeah,
anyone can just get it medically. But I'm not sure if it's recreational. I think it is now.
if it's not, it pretty much is, you know?
Yeah, it basically is.
Um, are you in college? You're in college, right?
Yeah. Tim said we were going to talk about my college experience. And I was just explaining how I might not have many interesting stories to tell at JWs because I've been there for a year now. And I'm lucky enough to go to like a more conservative area college. So it's not nearly as bad as like the city colleges. And there's like a Republicans group there that I'm in, and they're cool.
Is it
There's
see
definitely still the crazies there though.
yeah.
They're not just
See,
as crazy as like the ones you see protesting in cities and stuff.
I have no experience with college. um, but so it's bad in just colleges in general, right? Like there's a
Yeah,
lot of
there's
them, right?
definitely plenty of feminists at every college, I think. I've heard they do vagina monologues, and there's a women's center. I think that's
So,
weird. If there's a women's center, why wouldn't there be a men's center?
yeah, right? You raise a very good question. So what are some of your experiences at your college?
Um, like I said, there's not much that I can say. I've been there for a year, and I don't even like I commute to college, so but yeah. I'm thinking of taking a women's studies course just to see what it's like. But I don't want to get like banned from college.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're like exactly.
Do you ever feel like it would be interesting if you went to a college that was just filled with feminists, just like the most hardcore ones you could find?
I almost did. That's the crazy part. Like I didn't know that it was I didn't even know about like social justice and all this stuff until like last summer. And I was scheduled to go to a school in this big city by me. And then I later found out it's like literally the biggest social justice school in that whole city. And that whole city is very, very liberal. So I'm very happy that didn't work out.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Horrible.
Yeah. At the same time, though, I mean, you would get lots and lots of inspiration for cool videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, today I went to class and this chick jumped up and took all her clothes off and started screaming about Trump.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Yeah, they are. I liked what you said about it being, I don't know if you said necessarily, I think you did, that it was kind of like an addiction, like they get a high off calling people racist and
Yeah. Because there's so many people that I knew that were smart in high school and they just go in and now unfollow everyone who doesn't believe in Black Lives Matter. And it's just crazy. Like they get indoctrinated just like a religion, but then they're atheists and they claim that like they're so great for being skeptical and not, or and being an atheist and not being a Christian. So then they defend Islam. Like that kind of shit makes no sense to me.
yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Um, I will say this though, there have been moments where not in any way related to anything political, but there's been moments when I found out that I was in like I think the SJW mindset, I don't know what to call it. It's own, because you're right, it is kind of like a religion, the same kind of mentality. And that's happened to me before, unrelated to religion or SJW. And I fucking can't describe my story right now, but it was interesting, and I don't know what I'm saying. Damn it. Blame the whiskey. So what's some of the stuff that you and Tim talked about?
I haven't talked to him much. He was just talking about when we're going to have the interview. I thought he was going to be here.
Yeah, so did I. Tim. He's probably watching.
Tim,
Tim.
are you watching?
Tim. We should just call him Timmy from now on.
Timmy Turner.
Damn it. Hold on. 1 second.
What the hell are those faces in the live chat? You see that? They look like chicken nuggets or something.
Hold up. I gotta see.
They're so weird. They're like potatoes.
Yeah, those are weird. But now you just made me hungry for chicken nuggets.
Sorry.
Damn it. I just woke up at 5 a.m. and took a class on how to operate a crane.
Why?
Because I got this new job working in a foundry.
Do you like it?
It's actually it's pretty cool. There's all kinds of crazy stuff that goes on around me. There's like these big like cauldron things that pour this like liquid iron stuff that looks like lava, and they pour it into this big thing, and then there's like magnesium in there, and it like sparks out like fireworks. But mostly I just operate this crane thing and then shovel this like sand stuff. But it's not bad. Have you had a job?
Yeah.
What kind of job?
I worked at Denny's for like almost a year.
How was that?
The managers were total cunts. It was okay other than them. And I'd rather, if I'm going to be a waitress, work somewhere where the tips are much higher than Denny's.
Yeah.
The tips are
man.
so small there. Because the checks are small.
Yeah. Well, there's Timmy.
Sorry about that, Jess. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah, I had several fucking things just pop up for no reason. My brother had a tragedy, and something happened with my mom, and yeah. But yeah, that's not a good excuse. I'm sorry. What were you guys talking about? So I can kind of.
Well, we were talking about Denny's.
So I don't want to. Did you guys already talk about some of the SJW stuff or?
Well, he's a little drunk, so we've kind of been going all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that, Jess. Henry kind of, if you don't kind of steer him in the right direction, he kind of, he wanders.
Yeah.
So the school you go to is kind of conservative, which was my college experience personally. The school I went to was pretty conservative, University of Idaho.
Yeah, they still definitely have feminism and all that, but it's not like the horrible colleges you hear about that are in cities.
Yeah, like what was it with Harvard? They was it Harvard that segregated their graduation ceremonies?
Yeah, that's really fucking sad.
Well, it just makes me think. I don't understand why Marxism is so popular now. Like, I was under the impression it kind of lost its luster, during the Cold War, right? And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just don't understand. All of a sudden, it's back. It looks cool, and and I mean the angles that they play make a lot of sense. It's like, well, don't you want to help out oppressed people? Sometimes you start to wonder, people oppressed, right?
Yeah. You cut out for a second there, so I'm not sure if I missed something. But yeah, they do it so that they can feel good about themselves or be victims. And it's just a horrible ideology that's painted as being good and being moral, and it's just sickening.
Yeah, see, I think it's just it kind of seems the Marxist thing, it just seems like it's fashionable. Just seems like
yeah, I wish people just did it, but I've just gotten so many people like blocking me and unfriending me in my real life around here who I didn't think were super political activists who just like despise me now just because I would say very mild things, like not even nearly as bad as what I tweet on my Torty account and what I say on YouTube, and they still all like unfriended me.
See, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I don't get it. I have so many Hillary supporters on Facebook, and I would never unfriend them because of a different political opinion. I just hate the smugness of it the most. That's what I hate.
Yeah.
They think they're just so much better because of this.
Yeah.
I kind of think it's kind of a position that some people have, that it's academic superiority. Like it's just assumed that what they're saying is right. There's no debate. It's just correct. Either let's say like how everybody was supporting Hillary gets elected, or the country will literally end, right?
Yeah, they don't even know this stuff. Like they're saying build no wall, but they have no idea what's going on in like Germany, and thank God it didn't happen here. But it's just so much worse. Like they don't have to deal with the effects of all these migrants coming in illegally and all the Muslims. Like it's such a small population of them in the United States. And I just think they're really spoiled, and I wish they would go live in Germany or in Saudi Arabia and see how they do.
Yeah. No,
perspective.
Go. Well, it is difficult to say. I mean, because it's like, I think what they equate it to is just, Mexican immigrants. They say, well, the Mexicans seem like they're doing a pretty good job here or something. And it's all based upon, their subjective feelings. And it's like you said, Jess, that they don't really know. Like, they don't know how bad it is. That there actually are areas in England and Sweden that are like no-go zones.
Yeah.
Maybe
it'll be your fault.
Yeah. Well, I just like. I mean, you've probably seen some of those videos, like in England, that they're like, there's a big gang. Well, I shouldn't say gang, but there's a big group of Muslim men, and they're telling everybody not to drink. Oh, this is a Muslim area. Just want to let you know that you shouldn't drink. It's like,
what?
Yeah. Fucking serious, man.
That's fucked up.
I know that one hit close to home, Henry. I'm sorry about that, but
now I'm angry.
Yeah, the rape part was fine, but when it's you can't drink, that's personal.
Well, Henry lives a pretty punk rock lifestyle. Take away his booze. But yeah, I just think you're right. And the funny thing is, typically it's those same people that say, Americans are so close-minded. They never leave the country. They don't know what's really going on. They're all stupid, ignorant people and all that kind of stuff. And now you're in the position of saying, no, look at Europe. Look how bad it is in certain areas. And automatically they switch sides. Oh, well, no, it's pretty good there, actually.
It just amazes me. So people are like literally sticking up for terrorists and saying that we are worse than terrorists.
Yeah.
Like that just makes me so mad.
Well, I think it was a statement Noam Chomsky said, but he's always had really fucked political views. What is he? He's
so many people. It's not just one person. It's
yeah.
Liberals, even who I really used to look up to and think were really smart, are now like everyone hates America and they just hate on this country, and it's like trendy to hate America, and they're so dumb. Like, I got on that trend for a little bit before I knew about social justice and stuff, and I just think it's so stupid now.
Well, I think it's because everybody's so afraid of nationalism, right? Like, they're so afraid. Well, it's just to the point that people don't understand that you can love your country and not be like worshiping it, like, and not
like it's just like if you go to a school and you like stick up or you cheer for the sports team that is in the school when you have pride in your school. Like, liberals do that all the time, but when it's your country that has like a long history of fighting for rights, and no, that is too far to like be proud of, and I think it's stupid.
Well, not only that, but it's a little weird that, like, if you made a statement saying, oh well, the United States was one of the first countries to end slavery, right? Which is true. Like, we're one of the first countries.
We're the ones who are most. There's still slavery today in Saudi Arabia, and the slavery of the Muslim ideology, but America is worse. Like, we are literally hated more than people who stone people to death and cut people's heads off. And that just pisses me off so much. Sorry, we were talking about, I was going to say something else, but I forgot.
Well, like I said, and I again, I'm really sorry I came in so late. I wanted to kind of talk about your channel a little bit and some of the things that you're doing, or why you started a YouTube channel in the first place.
Yeah, I mostly started just because I saw the social justice stuff, and I originally, whenever like YouTube was all about atheists and skepticism in that sense, I like at first thought of myself as a liberal because I thought it was just like left wing, and then like right wing is just all religious Christians. But all like there are a lot of conservative atheist gay people now. Like, I'm a big fan of like Naked Ape, and so after seeing that there are right wingers who aren't crazy Christians, I just saw how social justice is more and more like a religion, and more than I did Christianity, because I grew up like going to a Christian school and going to church and stuff. And there's a lot of aspects that I hated about that, but now social justice is the same, like moral superiority, all the things I hated about religion the most. Social justice is now doing that, but like it's 1,000 times worse in my opinion.
Yeah, because like in my opinion, with religion, it's kind of lame in a way, because you keep doing, you'll say the prayers, you do the rites, you'll do communion, and it's kind of lame, but it seems like there's some tradition to it, right? There's a reason why you're doing it.
There's culture that comes from it. There's history, and there are some good morals that can come from Christianity, even though the Bible is clearly very flawed, and it's an ancient book, and it's perfectly reasonable to be skeptical of it, but I'm using it. They're not hurting anyone. It's not the end of the world, if that comforts them. But then there's social justice who are stomping on people's rights to speak. They're just sticking up and siding with the world's worst people, like Ben Shapiro always says. Like, they have to defend the world's worst people because it's groupthink. They view people as groups instead of as individuals, and that's something that I can't stand.
No, I totally agree. And being somebody who's really left wing, I almost have to go out of my way to just say that I don't believe in that kind of shit. That a lot of the things that they believe, they sound really nice, You know, that they're defending minorities, they're defending.
Yeah, it's masked in a nice package, so it looks like it's something good, but then people get swept into it and just become total assholes and use it as a way to feel good about themselves. They're not doing anything good, but it just makes them feel so good every time they can call someone racist, you know?
See,
And
I
that
would
just
say that
pisses me off.
I would say that they're not only not doing something good, most of them, but they're actually doing something bad.
Yeah,
They're actually
definitely.
hurting. I personally, I think they hurt the cause that they say they're fighting for
They
more than they help.
definitely do. That's the thing I said, like, they wonder why racial relations are getting worse whenever they constantly yell how racist everyone is and how much America is oppressive when it's not true at all. They're lying to you, and it's completely making people pissed off and hate the world. And it's just horrible.
Yeah, the other thing that I don't really like about it, and it's kind of like what you were saying, is it's just all the chants and all the marching and all the protesting. It's kind of like it's some of those like rituals in church, but it's fucking lame. Like, it's just lame. I don't know how they can do all these chants and not just feel like a total asshole. You know, like,
Blocking roads. It's just
yeah,
amazing. Like, some smart people, it's not just like a few idiots that believe this. It's like people who are getting PhDs in college and were valedictorians of my class, like, are falling
yeah.
for this crap, and it's just amazing.
That's just like
Most of them are
religion.
egotistical assholes, so. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like religion.
There's a lot of really smart people that are really stupidly religious, and you're just like, what? How the?
Yeah.
Well, I used to be of the mind that only atheists or skeptics or whatever were the intelligent ones, and then I started watching The Amazing Atheist, and then I started watching Onision, and then I started watching some of these other. Yeah, and I'm just like, God, I'm on the same side as these sons of bitches.
You don't like The Amazing Atheist?
Him and I had a little spat on Twitter, and he blocked me. Yeah, it was because of the whole feminist, the skeptic feminist thing. But I don't really want to go into that. That's a whole shit show.
No, I just think talking about TJ is funny because he is definitely one of the first people I started watching on YouTube for years when I was like in 9th grade and actually went out into the real world and started like not being around only Christians anymore. And I was able to let myself think about Christianity and my beliefs and like question them. And he definitely like was someone I really looked up to then. But
yeah,
he's kind of crazy in some senses now. I definitely disagree with him politically a lot.
It's just his attitude of you're with me or you're against me, and
that's how social justice warriors are.
Exactly, and that's why I made a point on Twitter saying, hey, I'm actually not blocked by Steve Shives, but I am blocked by TJ Kurt. So I'm just confused right now.
I'm guessing Steve like has lightened up on his block bot setting or something because the day that I made my Twitter, I was blocked by Steve Shives. All I did was follow a bunch of people and I was blocked. I didn't add him or anything.
Yeah.
So I think he like changed his block box settings or something.
I should check because I was blocked like instantly too, and I'm like, wait, I don't even really know who you are. I just kind of heard about you in a video. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So with your channel, are you trying to? Is it just promote conservative voice on campus, or just to kind of have like a vlog series or something?
Yeah, it's just giving my personal opinions. Like I don't even exactly call myself a conservative. Like I agree with them on most things, but like I agree with them economically, but the religious aspect of conservatives, you know, when they try to police people in a religious way, I don't agree with them on that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to give my own opinions and be able to speak out without people hating me. Like I made that mistake, and now basically everyone around here hates me by talking about it on like Facebook and my just other social media where I have just people around here.
Yeah.
But I can actually just say what I want to and you know, not get hated for it on YouTube. And if I get criticism, that's cool, but like at least I know some people understand where I'm coming from on YouTube.
Well, that's the whole thing to me is being an atheist or being a skeptic or and being conservative. People have a lot of presumptions if you say you're an atheist, anyways. But their first opinion is you're an atheist, so that means you're one of those hippies, or you're like one of those people who worship science, and it's like actually you could have a lot of different opinions. You could follow a lot of political ideologies. You could be as far right or far left as the way I look at it is some of the Nazis were atheists, and so was pretty much all communists. So that's a pretty wide spectrum right there.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just interesting. No, go ahead, buddy.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I've always kind of like wondered. I don't know. It kind of makes sense why a lot of atheists have a problem with SJWs when it is very similar to religion.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that this whole time. I was like, oh, that's why. Duh.
Yeah.
Cheers.
It's just the line between left wing and right wing is very weird. Like I just feel like saying SJWs now is too broad. Like I just save saying SJWs for the like most toxic of all people who have the social justice mindset. But then I don't want to say like liberal or leftist either, because there's people like you who aren't like crazy SJWs on the left, obviously, but so I never know like what to call them.
No, I
like people like get offended when I say leftist. I don't know what to call them, because it just seems like, you know, Democrats, and they're always the ones who have like Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton and Obama. They're the ones saying this nonsense, and people just believe it because they're politicians.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're all saying how true the wage gap is, and
yeah,
I just think they have to know that that's not true.
And
they
I don't
have
think
an
they
influence,
do.
so it I don't know.
I don't think they do.
It's really sad if the president of the United States didn't know how the wage gap works. I think he just says it because, you know, it's makes him sound nice and people like him for it, and he can get votes for it.
Sure. I would say Obama probably strategically did not look into the wage gap. He probably does know. He's a very educated
that's
person.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that's probably a true assessment. I don't know, but I mean, at the same time,
another thing is, like, he was the president. He has all the power in the world. Why is he complaining about that? Why is he complaining about weed? Like, he's the president. He couldn't be higher authority. He's like complaining about it. That makes no sense to me.
No, I know. He could easily fix the problem very easily. You know?
Yeah, he would complain all the time about this stuff. It's like, you are the president.
It kind of reminds me of.
That?
Do you like Bill Burr?
I don't know who that is.
He's this Boston-based comedian. He's fucking hilarious, by the way.
Okay,
But,
I don't watch comedians. I really don't.
No, I think you get a kick out of him. He has this one bit that's hilarious to me, and he was kind of talking about Michelle and Obama, and basically he was saying how Michelle had that big Twitter campaign about bringing the girls back with Boko Haram, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so basically he's like, what the hell do you want me to do? You want me to get my mic stand? You want me to sharpen it and and start yelling at a whole bunch of people I don't know? Bring the girls back. And he says, with all due respect, probably the best person to ask is the guy you're facing in the dinner table.
Exactly.
So it's just a lot of sob stories.
What was the worst with that? Like it made people were, and I really don't think Trump did anything about the weed. Like everyone was scared a few months ago that he was going to crack down on the federal law, like in states that have made it recreational. But not from what I've heard, like that hasn't happened. But I just pointed out, like, Obama had 8 years in office. Why is he complaining about this? He could have done something about it. He could have taken the federal law against marijuana away, but he didn't.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Wouldn't that have been nice?
Yeah, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to just do a quick chat. Again, I apologize for being late. So basically right now, pretty much just shill your channel, tell everybody what you're all about, and we'll put in your links and your latest video just to make sure everybody can check you out.
My name's Henry Sweets.
No, okay.
Oh.
You son of a bitch.
I'm Jess Tortellini. My handle is just /youtube.com/Jess Tortellini, and my Twitter is @Jess Tortellini. So follow me on there. And like I said, it's just my personal opinions on things, and I stream from time to time.
Yeah, and some of those streams are pretty good. I think you had like Tyler Preston on one. You had 8-Bit Opinions and a few other pretty big YouTubers. So
yeah, I'm trying to get like Bearing and Roaming Millennial, because like Sugar Tits and Roaming Millennial follow me on Twitter. So hopefully I can get them soon.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, and had a great chat with you, and let's do this again, hopefully a little bit more organized next time, right?
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Hey, no problem. All right. Let's go ahead and end it there, Henry. See ya.
All right. Woohoo!
See ya.
All right, bye.